So for this week's Take Two, man, we'll be talking about a little Black history, man. We'll be talking
Yes,
about the films that we think are very impactful and that people should view during this special month, man.
of course. I mean, there's so many ones that we can dive into. I know one of our favorites, and we say is still the top five of Spike Lee films, and
Yes.
Malcolm X.
Yeah, Malcolm X, man.
Um,
Such a great film, man. And in my opinion, probably the best performance or one of the best performances from the many of from
yes,
Denzel
Denzel
Washington,
Washington. I mean,
man.
he embodied that
He
character.
really did.
And then you have to think about it. I think it was one of those points you made earlier I thought was interesting was he embodied not just him as Malcolm X, he embodied him as Red. I
Yes.
mean, to have
Yes.
those parallels to show that journey that he went from being Detroit Red
Yes.
all the way to being Malcolm X. I think
Yes.
that's really interesting.
And even within that, the changes that you see Malcolm X going through because his train of thought
Yes.
changed throughout the
Yeah.
film, like from
Yeah.
the beginning to the end. You know, like a lot of his beliefs and stuff changed towards the end.
Totally. I
Mhm.
mean, and you're right because you see all those levels of how a man can transform to be, from doing so many, not so many great things in community to being a very political, um, strong nose person
Yeah.
for the Nation of Islam. And then now you're seeing that he's actually being more open to the idea of working with everyone at the end. I mean, it's just sad that what if he had the opportunity to
Mm.
do that, and so and be able to work with Martin Luther King in public.
Yes. Yes.
And I just think that it's important for people to really dive into their history.
Yes. And some other facts about the film is like,
Hmm.
during the process of making the film, Spike Lee actually ran out of funding
Right,
for the
right,
film.
right.
And so he had to reach out to like many celebrities who jumped on board and helped in
And
completing this film
and
by
they
by supplying like funds for
in
it.
their own right, they were Black history in their own right. I mean, from Magic Johnson to Michael Jordan. I mean, he even made a
Oprah.
competition between them two.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Oprah Winfrey. I
Yeah,
mean,
many celebrities, like quite a few celebrities,
of course,
pitched in and helping to complete the project,
man,
man.
and
And just I'm thankful that they did, man, because that is probably Malcolm X is probably one of my 1A 1B,
totally,
and the
totally
other
right.
we're getting ready to talk about here in a second. But between Malcolm X and our
Dude,
next film that we think is a great watch for Black History Month, Do the
do the
Right
right.
Thing.
I mean, do the right thing. You know that's my one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
mean the for Mookie, walking down that street with that Jackie Robinson jersey
Yeah,
on. I mean, he
the
represented
music,
the music, the
man, the
beginning of
Public
where.
Enemy,
Come
man.
on, I mean, think about the
Rosie
beginning. Rosie
Perez.
Perez with the
Yeah,
pump.
yeah.
So hey, I was trying to do the pump. That's crazy work. But just thinking about it, man, just seeing that impact. When you see that instantly come on the screen, I don't think no one hit the scene like Spike Lee did with Do the
No.
Right Thing.
Love.
Hate.
Hate.
I mean, come on.
Man.
And then the know that he took that was actually based off of an old movie, Night of the Hunter.
Yeah.
And was able to re-image that for what we're dealing with cultural
Yeah.
and systemic racism and all of those things.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Look at Cruz dropping the facts, man. That's why we have this is our producer extraordinaire right here, man. Cruz dropping the facts on us.
Right.
Man.
So
But nah, you're right, man. Just the message behind Do the Right Thing, man, and just everything Spike was able to do with this film.
Totally.
Man. Like that's why it is one of my top films. Like
Of
I'm
course.
telling you, it
Of
just
course.
depends on what day I wake up on.
Day
Like
you're
whether it's Malcolm X or
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing is my favorite Spike Lee film. That's why I say 1A, 1B. Like
Totally.
you can't go wrong
You
with
can't
either
go
one.
wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it. You're gonna learn something new and something important out of that. I mean, and his message of all you seen the different race that was in that community.
Yes.
And how they all impact. You know,
Yes.
and so to watch that right now at this time, especially the times we're living in right now, it reminds you to do the right thing.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So what are some other films that you have on your list that people should watch?
Well, I mean, when you think about it, man, I'm looking at it from like a historical standpoint. Some stories, untold stories that I feel like is not being told, and maybe not in the country, but especially within our own community.
Mhm.
One when I think about it is.
Oh yeah, that was a
I
good
mean,
one.
that was really
That was a good
good. You had Whoopi Goldberg that starred in that,
Yeah.
playing Medgar Evers' widow.
Yes.
And then a lot of people might not know about Medgar Evers, but he's that important to our history. He's up there, in my opinion, with Fred Shuttlesworth,
Yes.
what Fred Shuttlesworth done in Birmingham. Medgar Evers had that same impact. And so to finally talk about his story and how tragic he was passed, he was, you watch the movie, you see so many things, and to be murdered in that way, it's sad. But you watch the story and it's talking about his case not being solved right away. You understand that, and how hard Medgar Evers' widow fought to get that justice. It's very beautiful to watch.
Yeah, man. And the thing that you realize, man, is like a lot of these guys like Medgar Evers and Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, who we talked about earlier, they were all young when they passed away.
Totally.
They were like 38, 39 years old. All young, man. But they were all leaders and and I think the thing is they knew that there was a higher calling for them, and that was the reason they were doing what they did, man.
Well,
to move us forward.
To move us forward. And it's crazy that you mentioned that, my second one, and it's going to catch you off guard. And you talk about young passing. No one was as young passing like that than Fred Hampton.
Man.
Fred Hampton. So Judah and the Black Messiah will be my
That was
one.
a really great film, too.
I will recommend y'all to go watch that movie.
With Daniel Kaluuya.
Come on.
Man.
And he brought it.
He was amazing.
And so I feel like, watch those movies, you really understand the impact of them. And he was the person behind the Rainbow Coalition.
Yes.
Before Jesse Jackson.
They started so many programs.
So many
when
programs.
You look back at what all the work they were doing, I mean, it was just just
impactful.
so ahead of their time.
So that's my two.
Yeah.
That's my two.
Some more other films. Selma by Ava DuVernay. That's a great watch.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Starring David Aiello as Martin Luther King Jr., who we talked about earlier. It talks about, of course, like we said, Selma, the Bloody Sunday incident, which happened with John Lewis and, all of those foot soldiers, man. It was just great film, another great film. Another great watch would be The Color Purple by Steven Spielberg.
Come on, you can't beat the history that's in that, and then the impact that movie did in blockbusters. And I mean, come on,
so many nominations.
Whoopi Goldberg, Oprah Winfrey.
It made Oprah Winfrey a star.
Come on,
Steven. It was like, and I mean,
Danny
Glover. I mean, just such a great film. Yeah. So many memorable lines and quotables from that film, man. We definitely have to do a Be Kind rewind on that.
Show is ugly, but I know it's probably the wrong time to cook that. But yeah,
man, such a classic film, man. My God, Dead as a Rhythm. I mean, that's just such a classic, man.
Right,
like, man, who you cussing? All that stuff. The dinner table, man. It's
all
just
my
so
life I had to fight.
Such a classic movie. But yeah, The Color Purple, that's another great watch.
Yeah,
man.
Totally.
Another great watch. And then piggybacking off of that, like that was Steven Spielberg, but also Red Tails.
Oh, man.
Which was directed by Steven Spielberg, the great Steven Spielberg.
Of course, man.
And it was about the Tuskegee Airmen, man.
I mean, you think about that, man. I mean, I don't want to go too deep. I know we got so much time, but you know, the impact of Tuskegee Airmen is huge. I mean, from a military standpoint, from history standpoint, it's one of those stories that is sadly, it's kind of one of those untold stories.
It is,
and
man.
so for it to be told that way with that amazing cast they had, man. Yeah, I truly recommend that. Recommend that for sure.
Yeah, and we recently just lost one of the last Tuskegee Airmen.
Yes.
I believe his name was Lieutenant Colonel George E. Hardy.
Oh, wow.
We recently just lost him, I think, like last year, like towards the end of last year, man. Just, really great film, Red Tails, man, and just thankful for everything that the Red Tails did for us and for this country. But yeah, definitely check out Red Tails as well. And one of the last ones I'll talk about, another historical figure.
Okay.
42 starring Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, as the late great Jackie Robinson, man. This was like one of the first times I had seen Chadwick Boseman in terms of film.
Yeah.
Because I know he had done TV before, like soap operas and stuff, but like this was like one of his first films. And man, when I saw him in this film, I already knew that there was something special about this guy, man.
He embodied, Jackie Robinson.
He really did.
You've seen his story, played through him, but to say that this was just one of his first steps,
Man.
And I mean, you
saw what was coming.
You saw what was coming. We're gonna talk about Black Panther eventually.
Yes.
But I mean, he also played James Brown.
He did.
He also played Thurgood Marshall.
He did.
So he's just thinking about all those historical figures that he brought to life, and they all had their own walk, their own talk.
He played Thurgood Marshall. I mean, he's played so many historical figures, man, and he embodied each one of them, man.
Yes.
And something that's Forged in Steel is part of 42 was shot here in Birmingham. You know,
right there, like Rickwood.
At Rickwood. And then the historical hotel downtown too.
Okay.
At the Tutwiler Hotel, they filmed some scenes there as well. So shout out to Chadwick Boseman. All of these films, if you haven't had an opportunity to see them, not just for Black History Month, but any time of the year is a great time to watch any of these films.
Of course.
But yeah, please do yourselves a favor. If you like great movies like we do, then just do yourselves a favor and watch any of these films. And
let us know what you think in the comment section. We would love to talk to y'all about what details, which ones y'all like, which ones you learned a new person, a new figure that's impacted our Black history. Let us know right there in the comment section.
That's right.